What is up, and welcome back to the Vegas FC career, the start of season number 3. And I'm actually pretty excited to get in and actually finally test out this new system, this new formation that we have going into this year. And I know we've been without gameplay for a couple of episodes now, mostly because I'm a bit of a dingus. So I don't think we're going to delay it very much. We're going to get into games pretty quickly here. Now, between episodes, we did take part in a preseason tournament. We lost 2 of the 3 games that we played. However, the 2 games that we lost were both with reserve teams. The 1 game that we won was with the starters, and we won pretty handily 4-1. I have no idea who that team is that we beat or if they're any good, but at least with the starting unit out there, that gives me some hope or confidence, mostly just hope, that we're going to be okay this year. And I did say we aren't wasting very much time today. We're getting straight into game number 1, where we have to go across the country to take on Orlando, who are actually quite good. They made it to the conference final last year in the playoffs, so they're a solid team. And as far as early season tests go, this is about as tough as they get. We also get to rock our brand new kits this year. Ooh, the Weiler. I really like the white ones, actually. They were kind of a bit plain the first 2 seasons, and that was kind of by design. I'm digging the extra little black stripe in there. And now that we have sponsors on our kits, they just look a lot better in general. There you go, Juiced. Beautiful play. Kuyame. First shot of the season. First goal for Vegas. Just a loose play. Loose touch by Orlando. Juiced jumps on it. No mistake. Straight up the field for Kuyame. We're going to hit people quick on the counterattack with those 2 up top. I would say early on, he has another shot. I thought we'd be more defensively sound than we are early on in this one. If they can break our press, which is actually very effective with this formation, if they can get out of that and start working the ball up the field, I feel a little bit exposed at the back, which I really didn't think would be or should be the case here, but we kind of are. Oh, there's more space in there for Orlando. Good block. It's going to go behind for another corner. I honestly, after our first goal, it's been all Orlando. just 15 straight minutes of Orlando kind of pushing it down our throat, and I'm getting a little bit nervous that we're not very solid defensively, which is the one thing. Oh, Sammy P. The defense was our one Achilles heel. It has been for 2 years with this club, and it does not look any better so far. Ball moving very well. That's what I like to see. Get Duncan involved on the outside. There's the wingbacks coming into play. Duncan. Can he find a ball in there? He does. Is that Elijah? That was Elijah Schust on that header. I've never seen a single player in our team head the ball with that much velocity. He hit that so hard. So at the half, our goalkeeper's on a 7.8 rating. That's a pretty good indication of how that first half went. It was pretty much all Orlando after we got the first goal. Even the goal scorer, Kuyame's on a 6.4. Zeus is on a 6.9 because he got the assist. Not a good half from us. We are very fortunate to be up 1-0 right now. Go. There you go. That's a beautiful tackle from Sam Rogers. Cross for Juice. Back across. Oh, that's such good play. And Christian Kuyame roofs it to make it 2-0. We've just hit Orlando twice. Straight off the opening kickoff and the second half kickoff. They just came out a little bit sluggish and we caught them. Hopefully we can keep the momentum going a little bit in the second half. I don't want a repeat of the first half where it was just all Orlando. I don't know if we're going to survive another 45 minutes like that, even with a 2-goal lead. Goldson. A referee! That was a dangerous challenge. Goldson goes down in a heap. There's got to be a card. I mean, I don't expect it to be red. Yeah, we're the only team that ever gets a red card, but at least he got something for it. A referee! Another disgusting tackle. Was that the same guy? I don't remember if the first one was Araujo or Enrique. I think it was the blonde dude, Enrique. That one is a straight red. No, it was the same guy. It was the same guy. Just another yellow card. I thought suddenly we finally got our first straight red card going in our favor. I think it's the first straight. We might have had one in season 1, but it's been a long time coming. There's plenty of space. We like that. Biame finds that space to Tufan. Tufan off the crossbar and in. Yo, we definitely did not skip leg day in the offseason. We are putting way too much power behind these shots. Kuyame roofed the last one. Tufan hits the crossbar and it goes in. Just got relax a little bit. Composure in front of goal, boys. Come on now. Good ball. Another one across. That is much, much better. We are struggling to get the fullbacks involved or the wingbacks involved. That time Kyle Duncan brought it up and it just opened up so many more opportunities, so many more passing lanes. Could also have something to do with Orlando's down a man, probably, but it definitely was a lot better. Was that Reed Baker Whiting? Did Reed Baker Whiting get his first goal? He didn't get his first goal. I didn't even see who scored. Go on, Reed. Recovery speed. That was such bad defending by Connor Goldson right there. Oh boy, our captain actually absolutely had a howler. There's the final whistle. 4-0 is the final. Not at all indicative of how that game was, at least not in the first half. We got an early goal. Orlando dominated the first half after that. We got an early second goal in the second half. And then Orlando kind of fell apart, got the red card. But I'm not even sure how to rate our performance in that one. The first half was not good. The second half was a little bit better. Moving straight into the next one, our first home game of the season at the MGM Coliseum, and we're taking on St. Louis. We're not going to make any changes to our team. We're going to stick, I was going to say we're going to stick with what worked. I'm not really sure it did work. Up until Orlando got that red card, we were struggling a little bit despite our lead. So maybe it's just going to take a little time. New players and new positions. Just needs a little time to smooth out the kinks. That's a really good ball. Oh, that was a good save. Shammy P has had some really good saves early in this season. Kuyame, that's a nice little hold-up play for Brian Thompson. The youngster, Brian Thompson. That's a really good finish. Something other than defending, I would say our next weakest area is finishing. And that was a pretty solid one from our young playmaker. That was a real, you know what? That was really good movement off the ball, good passing. Beautiful ball to find him up top. That was just a really nice goal. Can't complain too much about that one. Vasilev, yeah, Goldson again, man. He might actually be having a worse start to this season than he did last year. And that's saying something because he was doo-doo last year at the start. He's just all over the place right now. In the Orlando game and this one, he just hasn't been very good. Corner here, Tufan on it. He's going to find Elijah Juice. I don't know what Elijah's been doing in the offseason, but all of a sudden he is quite lethal in the air. That was another really good header from him. Out wide, back up top for Atencio. Circling it around. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful stuff. Across for Kuyame. Who is this goalkeeper? Is it Berkey still? Hold on, I gotta find out if that's Roman Berkey. That was an insane save. We actually even made the extra pass, and he still got across and saved it. It is still Roman Berkey. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, he actually is quite good. Corner for us. Tufan again to take it. In there for Sam Rogers. We're actually winning headers off of corners at an alarming rate. Like, I don't even know if we've ever scored from a corner before, but we've had quite a few, 3 or 4 in the first 2 games. And we finally convert one, and it's Sam Rogers. 2-0 to Vegas. Goldson, how did you miss the tackle, Goldson? Yo, Sammy P has been incredible early on this season. That's another save for him. I thought it was going to be 2-2 right there. Oh, my goodness. Goldson just can't figure himself out right now. He's missing tackles. He's getting himself out of position. I don't know what to do with him. I might have to pull him for Tanner Young, to be honest. It's going to be a real shame if I have to pull the captain for a 19-year-old because he's just better. But that might be what we're looking at this point. That was lucky. Oh, that was a good run. Finally, Kuyame squirts free. Kuyame bangs it in the back of it. You bank on him on a one-on-one, don't you? You just never assume he's going to miss those. And he doesn't. There's a 2-goal lead restored. 3-1 to Vegas. Very sloppy for both teams. A little bit embarrassing, I would say, but at least we came out on the right side of it. Uh-oh. Blackman? Goldson almost scored an own goal. All right, you know what? I'm taking Goldson off. Actually, I'm not going to take Goldson off. I'm going to take Blackman off and move Goldson out wide. And I'm going to bring in Tanner Young. I'm actually going to move Rogers up in the middle. I'm going to put Goldson out wide. Maybe just playing in the middle of this formation isn't doing Goldson any favors. So I'm going to try to shake it up a little bit and put Rogers there. I'm not sure what's going on. Blackman hasn't been any better, to be honest, but at least Rogers has been somewhat serviceable in this one. What world was that? All right, somehow, all of that just... What are we doing? What are these passes? Stop! Just shoot it! And we hit the post. What is going on in this game? There's been segments in this game that have been so unbelievably sloppy. The ball's just pinging around. We almost just scored from it. That guy's got to be offside. He has got to be offside. How in the world was he not offside? He was so far behind our back line. Show me the goal again. I don't believe this one for a second. Where is he? How is he not offside? No. I want an actual replay. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he wasn't offside. Where is he at? Oh, Ibanez. I didn't see Ibanez down there. Ibanez kept him on. Oh, that's so unfortunate. What is happening? I'm so glad the ref blew the whistle there. The ball was just pinging around again, and somehow it was always pinging to them, and it was starting to piss me off a little bit. Thankfully, we got out of there with a win. Oh, I say we got out of there. We were at home. They get out of there with a loss. I'm not sure if it was deserved or not, but I'll take the 3 points. We're just never going to talk about what just happened in that game. So I just accepted a transfer offer for Jordy Peters, one of our center mids. I'm just never going to play the guy. We have so many center mids in this team. I negotiated a transfer fee of $690,000 from Universidad Cluj. I don't know who this team is, but $690,000 was the fee. And then Hermannstad came in and decided to pay the $920,000 release clause for Jordy Peters. I mean, I'm not going to argue it. If they want to pay almost double what he's worth, yeah, I'll take it. Up next for us was a home game against Sporting Kansas City where we won 3-1. Goldson got on the score sheet. Hopefully that helps turn his form around a little bit. Thompson gets his second of the season. He's actually far exceeding my expectations so far. He's actually been quite good. And then Elijah Jus gets, I think, his first of the year. I did rotate a little bit in this one, or I just made a couple changes. I gave Tanner Young his first start in place of Blackman. Did pretty well, played a 6.9. And then I played Alho at right wing back just to give him some minutes. We have a little bit of growth early in the season out of a couple of players. Most notably, Sam Rogers is up to 71 overall. Tanner Young has already grown by +1. He's up to 66 now. And then we have Josh Atencio up to 69 rated. I think when we got him, he was either 59 or 60 rated, and he's up to 69 now. I love the growth we've seen out of him. And I would say the second half of last year is when I started to finally feel like he wasn't just occupying space out there. He was actually contributing to the team, and he's been pretty good so far this year. Up next for us was a trip up to Portland where we come away with a 2-1 victory. Melkerson gets his first goal of the season coming on just after halftime for Kuyame, and Brian Thompson scores again. 3 goals in 4 games for the youngster. I did say I thought he could be a pretty good box-to-box midfielder. I just never expected him to be a goal scorer like this. 8.4 man of the match. He must know that Reed Baker-Whiting is waiting in the wings to take that spot, and he is not giving it up. Now, I have been desperately trying since before the transfer window to find a loan move for Matthew Riley. He doesn't really fit in our team. I'd like to send him out on loan just to get him to grow a little bit before I sell him on, but he's turned down every single loan move I have tried to make for him. It's probably over 10 at this point. He will not go out on loan, so I'm just going to sell him. And now he says he's glad that he's putting me up for sale. Well, you know what? I'm happy you're going. You've been a pain in my ass. I would absolutely sell you for a Happy Meal right now. So we come back home to the desert and we take on Toronto where we get another 2-1 victory. Rogers and Tufan getting the goals in this one. Although I do have to question the substitutions that took place in this game. Melkerson came off at halftime, or just after halftime, and then Kuyame came off with a half an hour left. That's both of our strikers coming off. At that point, it was 1-0 to us. I'm not exactly sure who was pulling the strings on that one. Don't think I would have gone that direction, but at least we got the victory. Oh, and Elijah Juice was away on international duty. That's why Melkerson was playing in this one. And for the final game today, we stay at home to take on the Seattle Sounders. Juice is back from international duty. I'm going to stick with that orientation for the center backs. Blackman on the left, Rogers in the middle, Goldson on the right. Seems to have been working lately, but I want to at least play a game with it and see it for myself to see if that is what I want to stick with. Oh, Seattle coming forward with Sousa. That was an unlucky deflection. And then Goldson overruns the second. I mean, they should have just never had that chance, but they did. Is that Hebert still playing for them? That is still their striker. Going into the third season of this career, it's still Hebert up top for Seattle. And we've conceded to him again. That is getting, I have nothing to say. You know what? Just move on. Let's just move. That goal was stupid. Oh, Jordan, please not today. I swear if you assist Hebert one more time, that's Rusnak. He's going to score from there. Yeah, that was a great shot. That's twice. They scored from the same spot. I don't want to point fingers, but that's Goldson's side. That's Connor Goldson's side. I don't know if it's Goldson's fault or Kyle Duncan's not giving him enough support on that side. I honestly don't know. But they've scored twice from the same spot, and I can only, I don't know whose fault that is. There's just too much space there. I swear if Rusnak scores again, there's no way. Goldson. I'm taking Goldson off. I'm taking him off already. I'm done with him. I might actually just, I can't handle just the brain dead play that I'm seeing out of Connor Goldson. I'm bringing in Tanner Young already. He's just walking around out there, not marking anybody. What's he doing? Duncan, edge of the box. That's nice. Somebody want to get open. Juiced in there for Brian Thompson. Now back in there for Kuyame. Have a shot. There we go. Well-worked goal from the team. Christian Kuyame gets us one back. There's a lifeline. It hasn't been great, but at least we're back in the game. Juiced out wide for Ibanez. Ibanez gets to the touchline. Ball in there. Tufan open. Tufan scores on a header. And we're back in the game. It's 2-2. We've woken up a little bit. I honestly didn't expect that. Every cross we put in so far this year, there's just been nobody there. The cross hasn't even gone to anyone. That one, we actually had players in the box, and it worked. That's what we like to see. Corner for us here. Tufan, can he put one in there? Tristan Blackman with 88 jumping. Gets up for it. Oh, that ball actually is a nice one back in there. Thompson! Oh, he opened up the body, and he just slashed it wide. And that is halftime. We had a golden opportunity to actually take the lead before halftime. Just couldn't quite make it happen. Oh no, Hebert is hurt. You hate to see that. I don't know what happened to him. Sam Rogers absolutely clapped him on a header. They both jumped up, and Bear did not come out on the right end of that one. Sam should win that, though. He does. Still on this thing. We're not letting him off the hook that easy. Kuyame. There we go. Now we finally... That was such good focus and determination from the team. It was absolute AIDS, though, wasn't it? That was such a pain in the ass to get that goal. Oh, my goodness. Let's get the celebration from Elijah. Finally, we got one for Elijah, and we have the lead against Seattle. Seattle almost made a huge mistake. Seattle did make a huge mistake. Brian Thompson picks that up, gives it to the right man. It's Christian Kuyame. Bangs it in the back of the net. Another 2-goal quick bang bang from Vegas. And then suddenly it's 4-2. Kuyame just gets clattered by Obed Vargas. He's going to be lucky not to see... Yeah, he got straight red. I would say he's going to be lucky not to see a red for that. And it's just no need. Just no need for that tackle. Oh, okay. Christian gets one back. That's fine. I honestly didn't see Christian there. That was the first time in this game where the kick clash kind of screwed me. Thought that was Ibanez. Never saw Christian on the far side wide open. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There is the final whistle. This thing ends 4-3. 7 goals, a red card, a 2-goal come from behind victory for us. That one had a little bit of everything in it, didn't it? And with that, we are going to wrap things up for today. We are unblemished through 6 games. 18 points from a possible 18. But I'll be honest, after that second goal, I thought we were going to lose that game to Seattle. Nothing was going our way. We were playing terrible. The only change I made was I removed Connor Goldson from the equation. I pulled Connor Goldson, inserted Tanner Young. Everything sorted itself out. And I now have to really question whether or not the problem is just Connor Goldson. I have to roll with Tanner Young for at least for the foreseeable future. I don't know if Goldson's going to get back in the team, if I'm honest. Our captain, the newly anointed captain for this season, already out of the team after 6 games. He has played that bad. But we'll see how things go. It's a long season. It's still early. We do, as I said, sit on top of the Western Conference. We're one of only 3 teams with no losses so far, us, RSL, and our old rivals, San Jose, down there in 7th, although they've only won 1 of their first 6 games. They have 5 draws. In the East, New England sits atop the standings there. Miami off to a slow start down there in 5th. I'm wondering if maybe they lost Messi. Either he retired or moved on. Probably retired would be the most likely option. We are also into the US Open Cup to start off next episode, where we will play Philadelphia. Normally a very good team in the East. They've been top 3 for the entirety of this career, though they are off to a disappointing start by their standards, I would say, down in 13th. But that is going to do it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more Vegas career.